going for it, y'all the same team. How you mean? What you know about the team? When I come through Beamer, ain't no X. When I come through Porsche, ain't no box. If I come through range, ain't no sport. Kids yelling key like no steals from the porch.
Get it like woo. Hit it to the did my maker hit an ask for a favor. I need the money and clothes, the flashy cars and the jewels. All these rappers is screwed, flashing lights and I pose on the road to give you my soul. Hold on, all the fans screaming names, ain't naming things, leave for days, amen. Never been on my level, keep pushing hits.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And joining us now courtside, the man who won 3 consecutive NBA titles, the incomparable Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, it is so great to be with you.
Kevin, it's great to be here. I just always wanted to tell you this. When I was playing, I just used to love when you used to say my name. So thank you for all the great times when you said my name. Appreciate you very much. This guy next to you, I used to hate playing against him. All he did was try to come down and double team on the trap.
With Greg?
Yeah, Greg, just always. But other than that, I love being here with you guys. You know what? Ernie and Kenny are so jealous of me right now.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come."
DA, thanks a lot. Shaq, no surprise the importance of leadership to a winning basketball team. Some lead vocally, some lead by example. Who do you regard as the best leaders in the NBA?
Let's see, Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo,
something like that. Yes,
yes,
a lot of vowels.
LeBron James, Chris Paul, and Damian Lillard, up important. Jimmy Butler in Miami. That's probably a leader on every team.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Howard in at the center position. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
That's a slam to remember by LeBron, the King James. Total dominance in the paint.
Conley scanning the floor. He dishes it to Mitchell. All alone. And he nails the jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Davis over Bogdanovich. He had stolen by Ingles. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it. And Shaq, you were the dominant force of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
I hope I don't ruffle any feathers by saying this, but he may be the greatest athlete ever. He's got a very complete skill set. His durability, the years he's played at a high level, There's only one other guy that has done that. We all know his name, but like I said, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers.
No, we like the honesty. So it's the Jazz now after the basket by the Lakers. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Davis, the pass to James. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Conley. Fades. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And they double up Davis. Pass to Howard. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, he's one of the more coordinated bigs in the game. So hard to keep this guy in check.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. First free throw is good. Jack, if you were a GM, what would be your keys to building a great team? We know you're a part owner. What if you were the GM making personnel decisions?
Well, first you need stars, and then you got to, get some players through free agency. Then you got to trade, and then you got to work that draft. As far as culture, you just want players who are hungry and team first. It's all about winning.
It's a good formula to have to be successful.
Now here's Conley. Ingles kicks to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich against Davis. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Howard against Bogdanovich. Howard, the pass to Davis. Over Gobert. And again, no good by the Lakers. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
And Utah making a change here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Now here's James. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Los Angeles. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Moutier. Floats one. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Shaq, you were the winner of 4 NBA titles. If you had to choose the one that meant the most, which one would it be?
I would say my first one with the Lakers was special. No, capping out the three-peat. Also with the Lakers was good. No, winning in Miami.
Really?
Winning
that
in
was
Miami.
it.
Because I got traded, and you guys, well, not Kevin, but you, Greg, you were counting me out. Oh, Shaq's going to get to Miami and do more rap videos. And we all know Shaq doesn't like to come in shape. He's not going to be in shape. But Smith put me through that rigorous program. And with the great D-Wade, he was able to win one in Miami.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Avery Bradley. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell-Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
Moutier dishes to O'Neal. And the layup's good off the glass. O'Neal's got his second bucket tonight.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Morris kicks to James. Kuzma outside. Over O'Neal. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Moutier. 8 points his last outing. Good on the three-point shot. Moutier's got 5 now.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
James, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Lakers trail by 3. They need this, and there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by LeBron.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And we want to thank the big Aristotle for joining us here. Dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Shaq, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming from you. Anytime, any place. You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Baryshnikov?
Nah.
Have we given that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as the big Aristotle. Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
On the defensive end.
Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer. But Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
Because I have so much attention offensively, so I think those are 2 areas.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
We've got Green. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. Moutier pass to Bradley. Clarkson against Green. 13 feet away. Here's Bradley. Shoots over Kuzma. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Utah making a change here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for George Niang. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor, and he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
Great mechanics from Mitchell on that one. You can count on him when he's at that range.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Rondo with it, now defended by Gobert. Kuzma outside. Back to Howard. The pass to Rondo. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Rondo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Count that one. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he...
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David.
You know, with Rondo's tenure in the league, he's been around now for over a decade and a half. He continues to give you flashes of that burst.
Poke loose. Mitchell passes to Conley. Kuzma against Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Gobert, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 3.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Conley's shot is off. LA has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. Davis has got 8 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Up again. They shoot again. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich.
Timeout.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
I promised to pray for a positive fate. Had the word in your bones, but he shed the key in it. Understand the days. When mothers be nice, we thought the money should. Any problems denied. Like Boris Becker, I want 200 checkers. So if they want to slow our records, he just want to feck us. Take my boys to Mecca. Oh my blessing. With my dogs.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Bradley. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Inside, here's Moutier. That shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Clarkson against Caldwell Pope. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Bradley's checked in for Utah. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. 6 to shoot. Here's Niang. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And that one's good by LeBron. James has got 10 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Clarkson. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Davis has tremendous versatility and length, and he uses both to annoy and bother shooters.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things.
That was a strong goal.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Jazz trail by 3. Outside Conley. Rebound the Lakers. Now the Lakers on the break. Rondo's running. Trying to get open is Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
First one falls for him. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Both free throws good from Green.
You know, we very well could have some competition in the broadcast booth in a few years. I mean, Green's talked a lot about wanting to become an analyst when he retires from the game, and I don't think there's any question he'll be a good one.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates, and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell, after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Jazz trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Mitchell, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Rondo with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. That 3 off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out. Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Kuzma against Ingles. Up top, Gobert. Good on the shot.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Green, the pass to Morris. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Passes it to Bogdanovich. That one drops for him. Bogdanovich has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Utah. The drive by James, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in Northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player. And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
Moutier, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
James, the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. Down by 12. Here's O'Neal. And the shot is good. O'Neal's got 6.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Knocked away. Here's Morris. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And that one good from Clarkson.
You know, the defense was there, but Clarkson fearless inside.
Timeout called the Lakers. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
You look at Mitchell. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Nice job adjusting his body on the drive as he gets hit. All the credit belongs to Caldwell Pope there.
Moutier against LeBron. Pass to Clarkson. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
What a nice feel, a good feel for the pick and roll. Clarkson sees his opportunity and capitalizes.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. George Niang, he's checked in for Gobert. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Here's LeBron. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. $19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Morris. There's the steal. To the middle. Here's Moutier. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. And that's now 9 points for Emmanuel Moutier. Now McGee. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Lakers lead by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Jazz with possession here. 8-point game. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Howard in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. O'Neal with it. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Another miss by O'Neal. Lakers leading by 8. Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell Pope. KCP.
Utah calls timeout. Green is checked in for Caldwell Pope. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich is checked in for George Niang. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Conley, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Floats one up, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Pass to Davis. He had stolen by Ingles. That's tipped. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Rondo against Conley. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. Rebounded by Howard. Lakers leading by 13. Green dishes to Rondo. Rondo is doubled. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the night. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Jazz call time here.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. With the teardrop, Ingles can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Good on both. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve, but with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Now the pass to Davis. And it's blocked by Conley. They retain possession. 1:37 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Ingles. Lays it up off the glass.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Lakers leading by 15. Here's Rondo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Green passes to McGee. James looking it over. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing the trip to the line.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Bradley. Morris against Davis. Morris kicks to Dudley. Passes to Waiters. Shoots. Morris trying to free himself up, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, I tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz ball. Five seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humbled.
Well, we appreciate all the work you've put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.